I'm a native Long Islander. I was born in Queens, but my family settled in Long Island in Jericho in the 1950s. And so I grew up on Long Island. My childhood years were all spent here. We moved away when I was a young teenager, and I traveled around the country. I eventually ended up in law school in Los Angeles. But there was something about Long Island that was very compelling, so I really wanted to return here when I knew it was going to be time to raise my family. And that's what I've done. So I have lived on Long Island now for almost 30 years, and I guess I'm a Long Islander again. I became a lawyer primarily, I think, because I have a strong sense of justice. When I was a kid, my mom used to say that I would go out of my way to help other kids, and if I had a candy bar, she would say, you know, she told me this when I was older, of course, but you would give half the candy bar away to somebody else. I think I just care about people, and when I see people suffer, I feel it in my heart. And so that's a talent or a quality that you have or you don't have. So when it came time to decide on a profession, although I did consider a couple of possibilities, law seemed like a natural fit for me. I was a good writer, I was a good speaker, and I saw the challenges that present in the system when people are disenfranchised and they don't have good representation. And I wanted to be there, I wanted to help people. I'm a personal injury lawyer, and that name itself has a sort of a funny connotation. People don't really know how to react to that because there's a lot of negative overtones that go with personal injury. The area that I practice in is actually called negligence, and negligence is originally was called torts, and torts was a French word, or is a French word, that means wrong. If you've committed a wrong, then there should be a redress for that. There should be a right that cancels out that wrong. That's really what we do. So when you're hurt, when somebody commits a wrong, they do something where they've breached a duty of care to you. You're supposed to be able to drive safely and not have somebody hit you, or you're supposed to be able to walk on a premises without there being a huge pothole in front of you or something like that. So then you get hurt, and now you need somebody to redress that wrong. That's really what we do. And the way we redress it is by getting compensation for our victims. That's the way the system was set up, to make sure that you are compensated for your wages, you're compensated for medical care, other intangibles that may have been lost, and then of course for your pain and suffering, because oftentimes an injury lingers for years. People never recover, and that has to be taken into consideration. So that's the area that we practice here. It's negligence, it's torts, we call it personal injury. We're located at 1227 Main Street in Port Jefferson. Our phone number is 631-331-8071. We have a toll-free number, which is 1-800-427-8071, and we have a website, which is mglassmanlaw.com.